Hey guys, we're out in the shop this morning. We got a customer's 03 or 04 Yamaha Kodiak 450. Let's check it out. It's a pretty decent machine. It's got, I want to say it's got, what has it got? 3,599 miles. Or actually, that's kilometers. That's probably only around 2,000 miles, somewhere in there. Anyways, customer told me that basically this thing's never had an oil change since he's bought it, and he's had it since almost new. So that's not good. It was smoking a little bit out the back. So we're gonna do a new top end job. We got a Vertex gasket set, and we got the Wiseco 11:1 compression ratio piston. So that'll should bump the horsepower up a little bit. So let's get to it. That's good. So now this cylinder head can be removed. Still a little bit of coolant in there. I did drain it, but alright, let's check her out. Looks in pretty good shape. You can tell it's got a lot of carbon buildup on it from all that smoke it's been, or the oil it's been consuming. Alright, so we'll get this cylinder out of here. Check it out. It's not bad. There it is. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at the Wiseco piston. See the difference on it. This is a higher compression piston, so I'm gonna guess that the dome's gonna be a little different on it. So here it is. I don't know if you can tell in the video, but this has definitely got more of a cut to it versus the Wiseco. The Wiseco does have some indentation here, but it's fairly flat. So also the skirt is slightly shorter on the Wiseco. I don't want to bump these, but it is a little shorter. Yeah, so hopefully we can get a nice little boost in power out of her. Find out. Alright guys, get the top end rebuilt with the high compression Wiseco piston. Everything's just sitting on here basically because I'm ready to start it. I want to hear this thing run before I put everything back together and break it in. So let's try it out. Oh, I gotta turn the gas on here. Alright, let's give her a whirl. Pretty good. It is pretty good for a rebuild. First startup on this thing. We'll let her burn off for a minute and then start putting it back together. Hey guys, Rock here. It's February 15th, 2023. Today we got a 04 Yamaha Kodiak 450. We're going to be doing a test ride on. Let's check her out. So this is a pretty nice unit here. This is a customer's machine. It's not mine, but they did request for a test drive video like I usually do on my personal machines or the ones I sell. So we're going to do that and give her an opinion on it. I already know, especially in the snow, these tires are garbage. They're Goodyear rawhides. They're a good, they're a decent tire, just they don't get the best traction. All right, so we're gonna hop on this thing. Not sure how far we're gonna be able to go because of the snow, but we're gonna try. So basically we get electric start. Now this has got the high compression piston, so we're going to see how that goes. So you hit that. Now this machine's in kilometers. It's easily switchable, but that's what the owner had it on. So it's got 3,610 kilometers. Carbureted machine, so when it's cold you got to choke it. Shouldn't need to choke it right now. Fires right up. We got, what do we got? Well, let's just start driving it. We got the normal Yamaha selector right here, same as like the Grizzly 660s, Kodiak 400s. So we're gonna throw it in high and let's try her out. Got it in full drive right now. This does have a differential lock. So this specific Grizzly, the Kodiak, this specific Kodiak right here, they only really made for 2 years because, oh, I should have put a heavier jacket on. Anyways, 2 years. We got, so back in 2000, I believe it was 2000, that's the earliest one I've seen, Yamaha Kodiak 400 they come out with, had the Ultramatic automatic transmission, and that was a nice machine, liquid cooled, 401cc. Now that was a plain Jane unit. There was no digital speedometer. You could take it in and out of full drive, but you could not, you didn't have the differential lock. Some of them did come with an analog speedometer, but they didn't have like an odometer, they just had a trip meter. So back in 03 when they come out with this rig, you got all the bells and whistles. You got the nice speedometer right here with all your features. It shows your gear indicator, your hours, your miles. And you also get this, which is, I think this is the handiest thing right here. This lever is kind of busted, but we got 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive. Switch this over. Now all 4 tires are locked, so we don't have an open front diff. That comes in very handy, especially in the snow, off camber stuff. It's something that I wish all Yamahas, or all ATVs had anyways. But yeah, so this machine right here, just it's got a fresh rebuild. I've ran it for a few hours, did the break-in, and now we're gonna give her a run. And we'll see how it does. It runs great. I did notice it turns over. When it's cold, it turns over a little slow. He might have to buy a little bit better battery because it didn't do that with the stock compression, but we went to 11-to-1 Wiseco. Yeah, so let's give her a whirl. I can tell right now I'm having a hard time getting up on this hard pack, so we're probably not going to be able to do the normal around the loop, I call it, a little loop, but we can try. Oh, we got Keith. All right, so what can I say about this? Oh, another thing, that the 03-04 Kodiak 450, those are the only 2 years you could get this 450 with the solid rear axle. In 05, they switched to independent, and your front looked a little bit more aggressive. They went with more of a Grizzly styling on the plastics. Not much else had changed, so if you like it, well, this 450 is a very good motor. There's not a big difference between the 400 and the 450. You know, you're talking 401cc on the 400, and this is like 421, I believe. Somewhere in there, give or take a few cc's. Yeah, anyways, let's give this thing a run. We'll try it out. I did come through here with the a little bit better machine with tires, but we'll try the differential lock. We're locked in gear, throw it in low range even though we don't need to, but these are very low geared machines, which is nice. You can run high range pretty much anywhere you want. And that's it. I'm gonna actually try this thing in high range, get a little bit of a run on it and see what we can do. Yeah, there's an old snowmobile trail track packed down, but these tires are just, you can see, they don't grab much. That's all right. We'll stick to the main trail road. Whoop. Just filled it up, never clamped that down very tight. Thought I smelled a little gas. Alright, so when you are in differential lock, it does have a speed limiter. I think it's around, I want to say 30 kilometers or so. Well, we can check here. Right there, you hear it? About 35 kilometers right on the dot. It starts cutting out. So if you want to go faster than that, you make sure you're in just plain four-wheel drive. And a lot of these Grizzlies, for whatever reason, you need to, sometimes you need to back up just a little bit to click out of the differential lock. Right there, now it's out. They're on a little servo motor. Probably couldn't need some new grease, because when these are new, I don't believe they do that, but I've seen a lot of used ones that do that. So anyways, we are gonna, I can try to go up the field, and then we'll give a little top speed run. I can tell, I wished I would have took this for a ride before. However, it was probably a little low on compression because it was smoking. But as far as the power wise, I don't notice a huge difference right off the bat. But when you get up, you know, just a little bit into the RPMs, like right here, and then tromp on it, it seems to rev quicker and give a little more power than that stock compression piston. But yeah, I'm a big fan of these Kodiaks. I've had actually got another video on a 400 and a 450 on there. The 450 was like an 05 or an 06. It had the independent rear suspension. That thing ran great. This is almost more fun to play around with because you got that solid rear axle. You can swing it around a lot easier without having to worry about, you know, tippiness. Yeah, so we're gonna try. I don't know if I'll be able to come up here. I might have to take the road. We'll throw it in diff lock, make sure she's locked in. And it's just a very, you know, it's kind of warm today, and it's just the snow is kind of wet, or slick anyways. And we'll follow the, yeah, we got it. Oh, we don't got it. Well, at least it's backing out of here. We really don't have a ton of snow. And it's supposed to be pretty warm this week, I think. I mean, it's warm today, but I'm gonna take it out of diff lock because I'm losing some speed there. I'm gonna try it over on my other four-wheeler track. It's a little harder over here, I think. There we go. Now, I think you can buy, I know a lot of machines you can buy like a program CDI box or rev box that'll do away with that differential lock limiter, so you're not limited to the 35 kilometers an hour. Because as you can see right there, it gave me enough jump to get up that. So, and it would have been even better if I was able to have the diff lock on. But yeah, I really can't go too far, so we're going to do a little top speed run. Top speed shouldn't have increased because these are usually off the rev limiter around 52 miles per hour. Whatever that is in kilometers, I don't know, but we will find out. We'll just head up here and turn around. Looks a little icy, but we'll see. So I'll start from up here, but we'll just see what we can get out of it from here to there. 78, 79, 80 kilometers right there. Yeah, that's probably 50 miles an hour, I bet. I don't know. Just spin her around and see what we can get. Right from my dead stop here, we are in full drive. And so it's got good takeoff. And then you get to the upper RPMs there. And 78, 80, 81, 83, 84, 85.